More than 2 decades ago, a high school graduate made history in the NBA. Skipping college, he was celebrated as a GOAT, nicknamed the Chosen One by Sports Illustrated. Right away, he had a profound impact, heralding a new generational talent on the eve of Jordan's retirement. That was King James. But wait, today, a new prodigy has emerged. Yes! We're talking about Victor Wembanyama, who has caused a sensation in the league in just 20 games. Even King James himself is completely shocked.
I said it a long time ago how special, he was, and it's literally that simple.
What sets him apart in the competition? Can he live up to the expectations placed on him? Is he truly the chosen one? Stay tuned, because today's video has it all. Victor Wembanyama was born in January 2004 in the small town of Le Chesnay, France, roughly 10 miles from Paris. As expected, at that time, no one had a clue that a basketball prodigy was born. But honestly, Wembanyama came into the world practically born to the hoop. And as he grew older, with every passing day, his skill and prowess became evident. He outshone peers that were twice as old as him. Remarkably, at just 9 years old, he took on a coaching role for kids of his age. Oh boy, his ascent was pretty fast, and after getting groomed on different levels, at the age of 18, giving professional stars at LNB Pro A a run for their money. God. And then, one day, this tall, skinny boy became the youngest player to win an LNB Pro A MVP. Damn. After the early success Wemby knew, he wasn't aiming for the sky, he was aiming for the stars. And when he got the chance, he shook the NBA in 2G League Ignite games. And this was it, his big break. The scouts, the league, the commissioner, the fans, all of them had a realization that the #1 pick for the 2023 NBA draft was going to be a Frenchman named Wembanyama. And he had arrived in the States. Without a single second in the NBA, Wemby was already hailed as a generational talent. He was called the rookie's chosen one, despite seeing rookies like Steph Curry, KD, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, and Luka Doncic. Over the past decade, the NBA regarded Wemby as the greatest prospect since LeBron James. Definitively LeBron James.
Have you gotten a chance to see Victor Wembanyama yet?
It just puts a smile on your face if you play basketball.
As tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful he is out on the floor.
But what makes him so special? Measuring 7'4", with a wingspan of 8', he has handles like a guard and can pass the ball from anywhere in the building. In addition to this, he has an extremely high defensive IQ, and how he keeps on evolving is a nightmare for everyone. But his height is only half of the real deal. Wembanyama is tall enough to block shots without jumping. But goodness, he can jump. And he can palm a basketball with just 2 fingers. He can do splits. The length of his limbs allows him to guard the rim and still move toward the 3-point line to contest outside shots. And then, his exceptional footwork in the paint makes his defense even better. This was what he did to Giannis.
The screen, the drive. Oh, it's knocked away by Wembanyama.
No way Wemby blocked the Greek Freak. If still, Wemby isn't a rookie's chosen one, I don't know who else is. For instance, if we look at his defense, he would have easily bagged the Defensive Player of the Year, because if you've watched him defend, or if you've watched any of his games, he has been one of the finest defenders in the league. But all of it gets thrown under the bus when we see it the Spurs as a whole, cause their defense performance has been a joke. Jeez. Anyhow, defense is not the only stronghold of the 20-year-old. He is a very diverse player. He can do everything. I mean, if we look at his offense, his point scoring, and dunks and hooks, they're crazy. At an individual level, he's achieved more than many rookies can even dream of. But there's another side of the story too. Wemby's team, the San Antonio Spurs, have been by far the most underperforming team this year. They're sitting at the bottom of the points table in the Western Conference with 45 losses out of 56 games. Oh God, it has been the worst winning percentage by far in the franchise's storied history. At one point this year, they lost 18 straight games and 28 out of 30. Damn. If you center the Spurs around Wemby, he's the only ray of hope in the darkness. The team has no proper point guard and lacks the effort and spirit. But despite this, Wembanyama has been going strong. And because all this gloom hasn't shaken Wemby, it's a testament to his resilience and only proves one point. The kid is special, and he might be the next face of the NBA. As of now, Wemby is leading the Spurs in 4 out of 5 major statistical categories, from points per game to rebounds and blocks and everything else. Are you kidding me? And since the start of 2024, the Spurs have held opponents to 109.8 points per 100 possessions with Wemby on the floor. To give you a perspective, this would rank second in the NBA in defensive rating this season. This proves my point again. Wemby isn't a nominee for number 1, he is the number 1. We might be wrong, but the stats aren't. To begin with, as we speak, the Frenchman has eclipsed 1,000 points and 150 blocks within 50 games. Only 2 other players have hit those marks within 50 games, and both are top 20 players of all time, Shaquille O'Neal and David Robinson. And he's also the 3rd fastest active player to reach the 1,000-point mark, topped by Luka Doncic and King James only. Jeez. And that's what LeBron had to say about the kid after a face-off where Wemby scored 27 points and 10 rebounds against the Lakers. Oh, man.
What did you make of Vic tonight?
I said it from the beginning that he's special, and he has an unbelievable coach that's going to make sure that he does things the right way.
Wembanyama, my friend, if you're watching this, you need to celebrate it. Oh, and coming back to the topic, this boy has achieved a lot more than what was expected of him. People thought he was a bust and overhyped, and he wasn't built to last. But the kid proved them wrong, and Jamal Crawford explained it perfectly.
Every single time he's sprinting, try to block shot. Every single time he's running. Every single time he's in the right area on help. Every single time he makes the right play. He's a little things dude.
My goodness. And guys, so far I haven't even started yet. You see, after around 50 games, the star rookie is posting 25.7 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 4 assists per 75 possessions. It's just a comparison, but you have to believe me when I say that he's on track to become the 2nd rookie in NBA history to average those numbers on a per 75 possession scale. Guess who was the first? Larry Bird, 44 years ago. During the 1979 to 80 season, Bird took home 95% of the first place votes for Rookie of the Year at age 23. Jez. So while we speak of the Rookie of the Year debate, we might not have one, cause Wemby is too good for the competition. Cause in some categories, not only is he leading the rookies, but also the entire league. Oh God. Wembanyama has the 2nd highest defensive rebounding rate at an insane 30.6%, and is the undisputed champion when it comes to the blocks, a category where he's been dominating the top spot with 3.3 blocks per game. Unbelievable. And when we compare him with other rookies, it's kind of bizarre, cause it seems that this boy is on another level. He's got a different class altogether. And for the record, I don't have a bias for Wemby, neither am I a Spurs fan. Haha. Coming to his numbers, he is leading the rookies in all major statistical categories, but one. He is averaging 20.5 points, 3.3 blocks, 10.1 rebounds, and 1.2 steals. And if get a little more specific, 2024 has been even better. From the start of this year, he's averaged 0.8 points for every minute he's played. Yeah, he has scored 516 points in 624 minutes. This boy never fails to surprise you, doesn't he? And for reference, when we compare Wembanyama with his strongest contender, Chet Holmgren, it gets even more interesting. Chet was the 2nd pick by the Thunders in the 2022 NBA draft, and it won't be wrong to say that Chet has changed the dynamics for the Thunders. Obviously, he hasn't done it single-handedly, but it doesn't make him any less praiseworthy. He's been shooting 45% on spot-up chances and converting at the rim at 70%, while both Wembanyama and Chet spent the first 30% of the season putting up similar numbers. Lately, Wemby's per-minute production has skyrocketed, thus separating him from his fellow rookie and making him the favorite for the very prestigious Rookie of the Year award. Just for your information, the 20-year-old's numbers are even better than King James's in 2004. Shocked? Anyway, if we put the rookie stats aside, the Frenchman has overachieved as a player too. On February 13th, Victor put up the first triple-double of his very young career, scoring 27 points, 14 rebounds, 10 blocks, 5 assists, and 2 steals. This was a historical anomaly. He joined Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, and David Robinson as the only players in league history to finish an NBA game. With such a stat line additionally, he's already the first rookie in NBA history with separate triple-doubles involving assists and blocks. Plus, he's the first rookie since Pau Gasol with at least 150 blocks and 150 assists in a single season. Goodness me, all of this seems too good to be true. And to top it all, he is the 4th rookie to ever hold a block percentage of 9% or higher. But despite all these achievements, Wemby has a long way to go. As he continues to develop his game, only time will tell if he can reach the same level that other NBA legends achieved. It's only the beginning. He might be the best rookie already, but now he has to lift his team. That's what separates good players from great players. Remember the Cavs versus Warriors 2016 championship finals? Remember what LeBron did? Well, if Wembanyama wants to become an NBA great, he will have to prove on the court not by individual finesse, but by team performance. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to dunk on the subscribe button. Until next time.